Alright, a video on the Monstera today. More specifically, Monstera deliciosa. Because I do have like a mini or a micro collection. I've got Monstera and I have Adansonii. So, yeah, yes, it's a collection of two, but that's what makes it a mini or maybe a micro collection. It might grow. I really like the idea that Monstera's got going on with the interesting leaves. But getting back to the big one, Monstera. Yeah, getting back to the big one. I think I may have changed my mind. I think it may get to stay here depending on what the roots do. Because I don't want the roots taking over the aquarium. Because I've also got this plant. And yeah, I don't want the roots taking over so that this plant can't take over the inside of the aquarium. It did send off a pup or a baby, whatever you want to call it. I don't see it now. It either moved again or because it was up under the cages, like up under there, it may have died. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't want it taking over so that this plant has nothing. So, provided that the roots, and they eventually will, but provided that the roots don't do that immediately, I think it may get to stay here. Why? Let's get into the why now. Down here, we've got the nodes. And while that node, I'm not going to try to get my hand in there, but that node is about 3 fingers from the V there up to the actual node. That's called an inner node if you care. So from this node, this inner node in between the two is also about 3 fingers. Well, the newest node, which I thought was, up here above this, yeah, that leaf, it doesn't belong to the Monstera. It belongs to the pothos. There we go, pothos. That's what I was trying to think of. I thought the node was, in that area or above it. Well, I no longer see that regardless of the light, because it was good light when I thought I seen what was going to be a node. I no longer see it regardless of the light. And I even candled it. Now, if you don't know what candling is, look up candling an egg. It's the same difference. Just replace the plant with an egg, or the plant with an egg. Okay, yeah. Scratch that, reverse it, replace the egg with a plant, and it's the same thing. Yeah, candling an egg, if you don't know what candling is. But anyway, I do not see the node, even with candling, I cannot find what I thought was going to be a node. The node seems to be forming right there. Should be able to see that even on camera. Right there where the glare is, there is a young node, but very definitely a node forming. It's not even in the center of the shot. There we go. And that node is only about 2 fingers away from that one. I'm not even sure it was cut there anymore. It might just be how the nodes grow, because it looks the same as the lower one. So yeah, it may not even be a cut. It may just be how it is. So yeah, if the nodes have reduced in distance, the inner node is shorter, then it may be happy enough with the light and can stay here. So that's, I don't know, I guess good news. But also looking down here where the newest node is that's more mature, that does definitely look like a root coming out to me. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the plant around. I'm just going to go ahead and do it now, I think. And I will show you a bit on the end. Took that phrase from another YouTuber. But yeah, I will go ahead and show a bit on the end of the plant turned around. Alright, see you in a second. Your time. I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes mine. Alright, it is done. Am I happy with the position? Not at all. I liked it the other way around much better. But this is the direction the plant wants to grow. And maybe not the older leaf. It may even die off pretty quickly now that it's where it connects to the vine is actually underwater. Yeah, I may just need to accept that. I want the roots to be underwater. And they're a little more submerged now, even if it does sacrifice this leaf, which really isn't going to adjust to the light or anything. It's pretty much just going to look out of place like that until it dies. So be it. This leaf might try to adjust and, return to how it was getting the light. I'm not sure how much of that it can do, especially tied up. But, yeah, it's been moving around all over the place anyway. I just want to encourage the stem to continue to grow kind of like that. So, yeah. Basically, we're seeing if we can get the main vine to get a little closer to that stake, which will be most secure rather than out on the end. And we will see how it adjusts. Like I said, I don't think this leaf's going to do much of anything except maybe give up and die. This one may do what it can with that, 8 inches or whatever it is above the zip tie. So we'll just have to, wait and see how it adjusts. I may have even stabbed a root, although I can't even be sure which one it is now. May have stabbed a root with the scissors. So, yeah, I'm probably have a very unhappy root. And of course, the pothos beside it got jiggled and jostled pretty badly. But it should be just fine. Okay. Talk to you next time.